Hi, I'm Starline, and I am sharing my January bullet journal setup. This is the first time I'm making a full calendar spread. I usually do the one that was taught from like the original bullet journal setup. I watched a video like 2 years ago and I was doing that, but I wanted to switch it up because I wanted to have a clearer picture of this month. And this way just seemed more visually appealing. I liked how the weekends were at the second page while the weekday was on the other page. It just made sense to me. Also, in January, a bunch of my friends have birthdays, and this is going to be a strange year because it's lockdown for us. I mean, last year lockdown started happening in March, so most of my friends were able to have their January birthday celebrations, and this year not so much. We thought maybe by then we'd be fine, but nope. But you know, it's okay. I think I'm gonna try to enjoy not having the pressure of planning a party this year. It's kind of hard to compete with everybody anyway, so it's kind of just a nice break. At least that's how I'm going to try to be positive about it this year. Plus my birthday's on a Wednesday this year, so it's also not like you could really do much anyway. I usually plan to go to a barcade or something like that, so people have stuff to do, and I don't always have to be hosting, you know? Also, with having the calendar this way, it's easier for me to see any particular holidays, and I wanted to try to keep track of my YouTube page updates and my Ruby comic updates and updates that I want to plan for Patreon, and try to schedule it out more properly. For the most part, I used to just kind of update when I updated. This year, I want to actually try to keep a schedule. This box in the corner is for journaling. At the end of the month, I'm going to write how I felt, how the month went. Also writing my general to-do list for the month. These are just things I want to accomplish. A lot of it's repeatable, like I make a wallpaper every month. I try to make a vlog every month. It used to be weekly, but you know, it is what it is. How many drawings I want to get done to sell, and then stuff like I need to update my passport, wanting to participate in a spoonflower challenge, iPad lessons because I want to learn how to use Procreate better on my iPad, and just general things I want to update. My bullet journal also serves as my sticker collection book. I try to save the stickers I acquire from any place and kind of place them where I think it will fit. Some of these are stuff that I bought. Some of these were just gifted to me. For example, this page is from my boyfriend's grandma. She gave me a bunch of stickers. Pochaco's my favorite Sanrio character. I tend to not be able to find a lot of stuff for him, so I was kind of excited to find stickers with him. And I was also trying to figure out where I would put the Sailor Moon one, but I think I'm going to wait till the end of the month to add this one, because I kind of don't want to block anything ahead of time. So, planning my exercise and habit trackers. I'm trying to get back into my old exercise routine, so I'm making a calendar for squats, push-ups, lunges, and abs. I'm not doing a crazy amount, mostly 20 squats a day and 10 push-ups a day, something things that I could accomplish that make me feel like I'm staying active in one way or another without also going overboard. It's just to be okay. And generally, I end up doing more. This is just kind of the baseline, hey, let me stay accountable, but also not wreck my body. Although I am planning on participating in an ab challenge. I'll show you that page in a second. This habit tracker I found from the old bullet journal blog. They had a bunch of example spreads for people to use and whatnot in one of their posts. I really liked this one for their habit tracker, mostly because the old one I was using was kind of like this printout thing I bought, but it didn't have enough space for all the habits I wanted to track. And this one just had more room, and I just like how it was also organized. It's generally stuff, you know, drinking water, meditating, trying to get 1,000 steps a day, vitamins, giving my cat her medicine, cleaning, reading, trying to get sleep in early. And then the ones at the end are stuff that I hope to try to practice. Like I want to practice learning Hebrew, Japanese, and Spanish this year. Although I know Spanish is just more like the update. And then writing and practicing my guitar, which are 2 skills I am definitely needing to improve on. But they're at the very end of it because I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get those in every day. But I'm going to try, at least dabble with it. This is the ab challenge that I was talking about. I did this one time last year in March and I was really excited for accomplishing it. This is the Blogladies, I can never pronounce that, 100 ab challenge. Every day she has a different ab workout and there's a video playlist to go with it. She's a very popular fitness YouTuber, so you could easily find her stuff. But I like the idea of doing a different exercise every day so I don't get bored. And I know I've done it once before, right before the pandemic really hit. So I want to kind of get back into that. When I did do it, I saw the first semblance of having abs, which was like a surprise to me. So I kind of want to try it again. The page next to it is blank because I might do a before and after picture thing there. I'm gonna take a picture of myself before and then a picture of myself after, and if there are changes or if I actually accomplish the task, I will post my pictures there. If not, that's just gonna be a blank page, and then I'll put some motivational quote or something. I don't want to like post a picture if nothing changes. So I saw this spread from YouTuber Monique here. She made this like YouTube video spread for like scheduling purposes that I really liked, and I was like, huh, I think I could use that for updating my Ruby Whipple comic and making sure I stay on track and get ahead on that. I kind of want to build a buffer with the comic instead of essentially drawing the page the week it's due. I want to get ahead. So I figured let me use this tracking system for that to see that if seeing it visually like this will help me stay on track and on schedule and get ahead. I also wanted to do that for the YouTube channel as well, which is why that's on this next page next to it. And on the bottom, I want to update my Patreon as well, but that one's not as set of a schedule. It's just more of I want to plan ahead for my Patreon and get things pre-made and ready so that I could then post in a regular schedule. It's not something I can necessarily say, here's a checklist. It's more general ideas. I also reference, I have a Patreon plan, but it's in my previous bullet journal. But in order to start on the rest of that plan, I need to get the stuff on this particular list done first. So I have a reference to the old book and the page number. So hopefully once I accomplish these goals, I'll be able to like go back and go like, oh, okay, now let's start to implement this plan that I thought of last year. I'm really excited to try out this new way of planning because it's just a way to keep me on track. I'm overwhelmed, not gonna lie. I don't know if I'm gonna get all this stuff done, but seeing it all laid out is a good way to kind of get the sense of like scale and scope of what I'm trying to do. And maybe if I can't get it done, it sets me back on like a realistic expectations of what I can accomplish without burnout, you know? So either way, it's going to be good whether I get it done or not. And that's it. This is my January Plan With Me schedule. I I'm going back to the index page to mark down all the new pages and what pages they're on, so for future reference I know where I put everything. Really simple, nothing too crazy, at least I don't think. Oh, and one last thing, this is where I do my daily to-do. I was just gonna go on the next page. This is just a straight up, not pretty, this is my daily list of today. So the first thing you saw I put on there was pay rent for January 1st. So here we go, calendar made, done, with room to add things. Exercise tracker and habit tracker. Ab challenge, maybe a before and after, who knows, we'll see. And my comic, YouTube, and Patreon scheduling. And that's it. That's my January bullet journal setup. Hopefully that was helpful to anybody who also makes bullet journal setups. If not, I hope you just enjoyed watching me try to plan and make all of the arts. But yeah, see you guys next time. Also, like and subscribe.